Hollywood has gone and done it again. Guys, yet another broken marriage. This time, it's allegedly between the Brat and BB Judy.
I'm the Brat, the first female rapper to ever sell 1 million records. I'm out the closet, living out loud with my baby, doing whatever the I want to do because I love Judy.
And honey, the streets are saying that Judy took a break from the Brat to be with a man. A man, y'all. I mean, this must be truly heartbreaking for the Brat, and sources are already reporting that she is devastated. But what really happened in this relationship? Have people been right to speculate that Judy only agreed to be with the Brat because she knew it would help secure the bag? Is she doing the Brat dirty because the Brat is broke, baby? Also, I never really wanted to go down some of these rabbit holes because a lot of these celebs are messy as hell, honey. Tell me why I am just finding out that a child drowned in Judy's pool, and she tried to frustrate the mother. And what do you mean that she was allegedly responsible for a few arsons, duped Lil James, and then abandoned him? Was the Brat just another long con for Judy? And why did the Brat have a relationship with her with all this nasty information publicly available about Judy? Why all? This is crazy. Okay, before we get into the dirty nitty-gritty, let's do a quick rundown of the relationship, how they met, and how they got to this point where they allegedly are headed for a divorce. The first thing is that the Brat and Judy met in 2017 at an event for Judy's hair care company. After reconnecting a few years later, the Brat publicly came out and confirmed their relationship in March 2020. The couple went on to star in their own reality show, Brat Loves Judy, and got married in February 2022 in a romantic ceremony at the Horse Mansion in Fairburn, Georgia, with 100 guests present. Based on reports, they arrived at the ceremony in horse-drawn carriages, and groomsman Jermaine Dupri walked the Brat down the aisle, while Judy had her brothers do the honors for her. It was a fairy tale wedding, and at the time they were getting married, the Brat even told People magazine, "Everything about her made me want her to be mine forever, and I felt like I knew it much longer than from the day we met." Now, 1 year later in February 2023, the Brat announced that they were expecting their first child together. The baby was conceived through IVF using Judy's egg, and the couple used an anonymous sperm donor from a cryobank. The Brat said about the pregnancy, "I never thought I was going to have kids. I just thought it wasn't in the cards for me. I've had a great career, a full life. I felt like because I didn't get pregnant earlier on, then it just wasn't going to happen for me. I can't believe he came out of me. Feels like a dream. He's perfect in every way. The journey to motherhood has been more amazing than we could have ever imagined." Well, there's trouble in paradise now, and people are coming up with all sorts of theories about what may have happened between Judy and the Brat. For starters, according to a lot of people, if you've been keen enough, you probably noticed that there was a lot of tension in some of the videos the Brat and Judy posted before the rumors of their separation started making rounds. And now people are saying that Judy never truly loved the Brat and only used her to advance her fame. Well, she was already pretty famous and successful before the Brat, but apparently she knew that dating the Brat would advance her career even further, which is why Judy was allegedly forcing issues in the relationship.
Judy.
I'm Jessica Dupart. A lot of people know me as Judy. I am the owner of Kaleidoscope Hair Products. To date, the company's probably made close to $40 million. Also birthed Kaleidoscope Realty, Kaleidoscope Management, Kaleidoscope Cares, Kaleidoscope Shipping and Receiving. Yeah, all of that.
The thing is, Judy is the founder and CEO of the beauty and hair care brand Kaleidoscope. According to the brand's website, she has been doing hair since she was a kid, starting with styling her father's hair to styling her friend's hair, eventually becoming the go-to stylist for trendy styles. After high school, she obtained her cosmetology license and eventually worked up to co-owning a salon in New Orleans. In 2013, she opened her own hair salon, Kaleidoscope Hair Studio, and eventually launched her own line of hair products that were being sold through word of mouth. In 2017, she retired as a stylist to focus on building her brand, which is now a multi-million-dollar company, according to Forbes. Currently, Kaleidoscope has retail distribution in Target, Walmart, and Sally Beauty, among others. In addition to her already thriving business, Judy is also a best-selling author, and in 2019, she published the book When the Miracle Drops: How Instagram Helped Turn a Quick Fix into $1 Million Product, which outlines how she created a social media empire that allowed her business to boom. She also has over 3 million followers on Instagram and openly shares her life on the platform. In fact, her large social media following contributed to the Brat's decision to come out publicly. So, like I said, she was already getting the coin, but word on the street is that she used the Brat to get more money because she knew that dating her would get her and her businesses more traffic. Now, allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly because I haven't seen the receipts myself, Judy got tired of pretending that she was happily married to the Brat and has been unfaithful to her. The streets are even saying that the Brat found out that Judy had been cheating on her with a man. Allegedly, this has made the Brat lose all hope, not just in her marriage but in lesbian unions as a whole. She has reportedly also been making pretty bold claims about how lesbian marriages are not natural, which has obviously sparked a lot of conversations within the LGBTQIA community. Baby, because of this, the Brat is allegedly filing for divorce from Judy. But wait a minute, weren't there rumors not so long ago that due to the Brat's legal issues, she and Judy are not really married on paper, and that the wedding was largely just a commitment ceremony? How is she filing for divorce if they never really got married anyway? Something else is that the Brat is allegedly also seeking primary custody of their son, True, you know, the one they have been parading in our faces since the day he was born. Honestly though, is there a day when True doesn't have a camera on his face, because the videos we see of him on social media are plenty? The only problem with the Brat seeking primary custody of their son is that Judy could argue that she was just a surrogate. I mean, the sperm was from a donor, and the egg was Judy's, meaning she was basically a surrogate, so if the Brat really wants primary custody of her son, that is going to be an uphill battle. But then again, maybe Judy doesn't even care for the baby since she already has 3 kids and is barely in their lives anyway. As a matter of fact, the Brat's fans strongly believe that she could get full custody, because Judy is not really big on motherhood. And get this, things could allegedly also get super messy considering Judy is reportedly the breadwinner of the family. Baby, I'm not saying that the Brat is broke, but reportedly Judy has been the one making the most money. She not only takes care of the Brat and True but also the Brat's mother. In fact, we've had some sources claiming that this could be one of the reasons why Judy got tired of pretending, because she got tired of doing most of the providing and giving the Brat numerous gifts. Oh, and all those trips we've been seeing them take. People are saying Judy was just playing a long con because she already has a history of being a horrible person. And this is what I was talking about when I mentioned the rabbit hole. First of all, did we all know that a child drowned in Judy's pool and Judy fought the mother to not pay her a dime? To a lot of people, this is one thing that proves Judy has always been trash, and none of her corny videos convince them that she is capable of loving anyone, or that she is a good person. Allegedly, Judy also scammed a bunch of people, and let others, including her former girlfriend, take the fall. In fact, one ex of Judy went to prison for scamming, and when she came out and wrote a book, Judy allegedly bought every copy and sabotaged all her efforts simply because she didn't want folks reading about her fraud and how she set others up to do time. And do I all remember the story of Lil James, who went viral at, I'm guessing, 6 or 7, for being funny? Judy reached out to his family, as she has done to many children before, and tried to ride their coattails to promote her products. Then, once things were not going the way she wanted, she turned cold on Lil James and told him he wasn't funny and so forth, like she had this baby believing he was a failure. Based on how the mom spoke about the situation, it was so cold and disgusting. Then Judy had the nerve to have him locked in some trash contract to siphon the money he had made to her. In addition, when it comes to Judy, there were those suspicious arsons at 2 hair salons she owned that landed her a nice settlement from her insurance company. So when we take all these things into account, people are saying they are not surprised that the relationship with the Brat was just a long con. And I'm not saying the Brat is a saint, by the way. We all know about that incident involving a cheerleader for the Atlanta Falcons, right? The one who was brutally attacked by the Brat and left her seriously injured, which led to a lawsuit and a jail sentence for the Brat. Baby, the situation is very messy on both sides. However, as always, this is a developing story, and I will be updating why all with new information as soon as I get it.
Well, after weeks and months of hearing Brat say he's so chill and he never moves, our little nephew, baby Harris Dupont, finally gave his mommy a real belly roll, and it was all caught on camera.
How did you feel?
I felt, I don't even know the word, like, whatever's bigger than amazed. Like, I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, for the first time, I felt like, it was like a flutter. It felt like I don't know.
Like a fart?
Not a fart, but like just like a butterfly kind of.
Okay.
But it kept happening. I was like, oh my God, that's it. So it was very emotional. It was crazy. And I was just like, it's always these little things that remind me like I have a human in my body.
Yeah.
And I get overwhelmed a lot, but I'm completely so blessed. And it's my little miracle drop.
I was just as shocked as you were because I've never seen that much Brat skin.
No, that's not true.
That's another thing.
No,
I
that
was
is so
I was
true.
like, babe, my full skin and stomach is out. I mean, I ain't show no body like that since what you like.
Okay.
Well, you know what, y'all? Maybe if we all just say we love you, nephew, he'll move for us. Y'all, what y'all think about that?
Yeah.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We love you, nephew.
No.
He's sleeping, getting ready for Freaknik 2040.
Okay.
Went through a miscarriage as well.
What? When?
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. Under some far different circumstances that we have right now. It was between my pregnancy with Byron and Jordan. I actually wound up pregnant with twins.
What?
I didn't want my parents to know.
Twins?
Yes, it was around graduation time, so it was real stressful in my life at the time.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Went to the emergency room.
They said that it might be a hyperstimulation of the ovaries. And the only reason I came is because I can't breathe properly.
Her ovaries had swollen. She ended up with blood clots in her lungs.
The blood clots in my lungs caused my heart to beat very fast on one side, so then I had an enlarged heart. So then we had to see a cardiologist, I had to see a hematologist, I had to see an oncologist. Beautiful. I'm fine now.
Yeah, but you
Don't do that.
you called your kids. You had to call your kids. You told them you loved them. You was like almost trying to get you together in case something had happened. And that, yeah.
I just want to know, like, growing up, how did it feel to actually have to be 2 different people?
I wasn't interested in girls until I was around the time I was making Funkified.
Okay. Did you feel like you couldn't, let the world know that you like women?
Back in the 90s, you didn't talk about that.
Right.
True.
I don't know if y'all know, Ellen lost her show.
Yeah, I
Like, it was
remember.
a whole different day than it is today. I didn't want to come out at all till I
Yeah.
met Judy.
Right.
Never thought about being married, having kids, or coming out. Like, till I met my baby. And then she changed all that. I want to do all this stuff now that I never even dreamed about doing. And I love it. I feel like a new bitch. I was having a conversation with my baby about the title. I told her I was going to call it Brat Love Judy. She was like, why don't you shouldn't call it Brat Love Judy. You should just focus on what the songs are about. I was like, bitch, they about you.
When people ask stuff about you, she will either not respond or she'll say no comment. I just feel like the same respect that she gives you, why can't she have that same respect from you?
So let me tell me what you thought I should have said.
I would have no comment.
Oh,
I honestly would have no comment. I feel like
That's you.
I know,
That
I know,
ain't
but
me.
you just asked me my
And
opinion
that's
and what
not
would
my
I do?
personality at all. It's not. Because here's the thing. When
Because
somebody
then-
asks me something,
But then if
hold
she
on,
responds
hold on.
to these same questions, she
I
won't do that
don't
to
care
you.
what
She wouldn't do that to you. But she wouldn't do that to you.
Thank you for telling me.
She wouldn't.
And